We are following breaking news at 9. At least 8 people are now dead after shootings at 3 Atlanta area massage parlors. Good evening. I'm SHON Gables.
And I'm Rick Fulbaum. There's a lot to tell you about. The crimes spread out across 2 different counties. Right now, police are not saying if they're connected. We have live team coverage tonight with crews live in Atlanta where 2 separate parlors were hit. We'll get to them in just a minute. But first, a big update now in Cherokee County where authorities say they've made an arrest. Sierra Cummings live with the very latest. Sierra, what do we know?
They made that arrest within the last hour. We talked to investigators around 8:30 and he had been arrested in Crisp County. But you can see it's very active out here. We've got detectives going in and out of the parlor and they expect to be here for hours. But to give you some perspective of this horror, police say their county had only dealt with 1 homicide last year. Now all in one day, 4 killings. Here's a look at the suspect, Robert Aaron Long, who was arrested after Crisp County Sheriff's Office performed a pit maneuver on his car just within the last hour. Investigators say he walked in and out of the parlor claiming lives in a matter of moments. 2 people died at the scene. Another 2 died at the hospital. 1 more remains alive in the hospital. Police have not yet said the race of the victims or confirmed how many were employees or customers, adding they're not in a position to determine this as a hate crime, but that they're not ruling anything out. And police told us that they are just going to follow where this investigation takes them. And again, we don't know if this is a hate crime. We don't even know the race or even the sex of the victims right now. You know, we talked to families of the victims a little earlier tonight and they're still waiting for some answers. One of the family members does not know how severe the injuries are of their uncle who is still in the hospital. Coming up here at 11 o'clock, you'll hear more from investigators, more from the family, and more from bystanders who watched this whole thing unfold. Live in Cherokee County, I'm Sierra Cummings, CBS 46 News.
Sierra, thank you. Another very active scene in Atlanta right now where police are investigating more shootings at massage parlors.
Zach Summers is live there now. So, Zach, what have you been able to learn?
Yeah, at least 4 people dead here at 2 separate massage parlors here on Northeast Piedmont in Buckhead. Investigators have been out here for the past 3 hours working the 2 separate scenes, which are located just across the street from one another. Police were called out to the Gold Spa on a report of a robbery around 6 o'clock tonight. There they found 3 women dead inside. Now, while investigators were responding to that shooting, another shooting was happening across the street at Aromatherapy. Police found 1 woman dead inside that spot. Chief Rodney Bryant says all 4 victims appear to be Asian, but it's too early to tell if they were targeted for one reason or the other.
Extreme priority. Extreme priority. That's I'm here. You got a lot of the command staff, Zone 2 commander, so it is extreme priority for us.
Now, we know there were no injuries at either of these locations, but Chief Bryant says there were witnesses inside the spas who investigators are speaking with. They're also combing through surveillance evidence to put out a possible suspect description because, again, the investigators have not said if this is related to what happened in Cherokee County. Now, we're working to learn more, including talking with witnesses. One woman in particular tells me she knew some of the victims here at the 2 locations here on Piedmont Avenue. We'll bring you that part of the story on CBS 46 News at 11. Live in Atlanta, Zach Summers, CBS 46 News.